Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, several things to discuss. We will go from Neymar Jr to Paris Saint-Germain, Pacho, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Manchester United exits. Let's jump into it. And so guys, today let me start with the confirmation of a news I told you in the past few weeks. It was October, an important update, and now the deal is done. I'm just waiting for the official announcement, but it's regarding one of the most underrated players, in my opinion, around Europe, and this Paris Saint-Germain defender, Pacho, a big face of the project already last season and this season, doing very well, the Ecuadorian centre-back who had a great impact on his first year at Paris Saint-Germain, winning basically everything, one of the key players also in the Champions League campaign for Luis Enrique. The new contract is done for Pacho, higher salary for the defender and longer contract till June 2030. So 4 years and a half on the contract for Pacho, a higher salary, just waiting for the club statement, can take some time, but Pacho has signed his new contract at Paris Saint-Germain, and it's obviously an excellent news for PSG, for the director Luis Campos, who strongly wanted to sign Pacho. For Campos was one of the priorities, and it was a cheap deal for PSG, and now he's one of the best centre-backs in the world. And also, of course, with Luis Enrique very happy with his performances and working hard on Pacho development. So good news for Paris Saint-Germain. Real Madrid are also convinced they will have good news soon from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Many of you asking me also in the comments here on YouTube why Xabi Alonso didn't use Trent as a starter against Liverpool, and same happened against Rayo Vallecano before the international break. Well, the decision is about his physical conditions. Xabi Alonso and the staff felt that in some moments Trent was still not at his best condition, and so they didn't want to force Trent, with Carvajal already out until January, with Fede Valverde helping get right back, but obviously Real Madrid need Valverde in his position in the midfield. Trent can't face any risk of having a setback, of suffering a setback, and so a new injury. So this is why Real Madrid decided to manage Trent. This is why Trent is expected to have obviously way more game time after the break. Real Madrid wanted, with the break ahead, to have Trent calm, working in the best way possible in the upcoming days and weeks, and then ready after the break to help Xabi Alonso and his team in the best way possible. Real Madrid maintain their confidence in Trent for present and future. There is no panic, no alarm. Of course, Trent didn't start his Real Madrid chapter maybe in the best way possible. There is no excitement around that, but this can be part of the game. There is an injury, there is an adaptation for a player who started his career and played his whole career so far as a Liverpool player, in the same city, in the same club, in the same country, in the same league. Now moving to Real Madrid, different context, different language, different coach, different culture, everything is completely different. He's adapting, but Real Madrid are not adapting the skills and the quality of Trent Alexander-Arnold, convinced about the signing they did on a free transfer, and so that's the feeling around Trent, especially on the physical point of view. On the physical point of view, who is back in action is Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is back to playing for Santos. It's a very complicated situation at Santos now in terms of table. Neymar is not responsible for that, in the sense that Neymar has been out for a few weeks, and so obviously now the team is not in a great table position. It's a tense and difficult situation. Neymar is trying to help, but don't forget that Neymar could eventually be available as a free agent, again, free agent from beginning of January. So an interesting situation to follow, because Neymar could consider a move in the January transfer window. Now Neymar wants to be 100% focused on his priority, so to help Santos avoiding the relegation and so to do his best for his club, Santos. So in this moment, Neymar is not having any advanced negotiation. But some calls have started to understand the situation of Neymar. When there is a player of his level available on the market, is obviously eventually an opportunity. Okay, maybe Neymar is not in the best physical condition now. Neymar is coming from an injury. He had several injuries recently, but now he's back. He's fit. He's trying to help Santos. He's trying to find his best condition. And so keep an eye on Neymar, because could be one of the names to watch for the January transfer window on a free transfer. And so that could be an interesting situation to follow. Interesting situation is coming in 2026 for Manchester United. About the new signings we have already discussed in these weeks, about midfielders, about several opportunities, but also the exits, guys. For the exits, Manchester United internally have a very clear vision, especially on some players who are already out of the project for the long term. Let me give you some context. I told you about Rasmus Højlund. No chance for Højlund to return to Man United in January despite some rumors in England. Rasmus Højlund feels as a Napoli player, not as a Man United player on loan. So it's completely over between Højlund and Manchester United. And again, my expectation is for Napoli to sign Højlund on a permanent transfer. So the obligation to buy will be activated and Man United will receive 50 million euros package for Rasmus Højlund. Also, Šeško injury is not that serious. It's not an ACL. It's not a very long injury. And so Man United don't need to sign or to have an emergency solution for Højlund in January. But in any case, even with an injury, Man United will not go for Højlund. So between Man United and Højlund, the story can be over and he feels as a Napoli player. Marcus Rashford, 30 million euros by option for Barcelona. Barca will not decide now in November. Barca will not decide in 1 month in December. Barca will take their time. They are very happy with Rashford. The numbers are very good. The attitude is very good. So Rashford is doing very well at Barcelona, but Barcelona will take their time. But at the same time, Barcelona or anywhere else, Rashford is expected to leave Manchester United on a permanent transfer in 2026. So same feeling Rasmus Højlund. So Rashford expected to go out. Also, Højlund expected to leave on a permanent transfer. Don't forget also more players who are not going to be part of the project. Jadon Sancho expected to leave as a free agent, so Manchester United at the moment are not willing to activate the option to extend his contract for 1 more season. Man United prefer to accept defeat on Jadon Sancho, who is now on loan with Aston Villa, rather than extending his contract, trying to make some money, but then if there is no proposal, as basically happened for a long time in the summer transfer window 2025, in that case, Man United will have to pay a big salary to Jadon Sancho, and this is why also Sancho is expected to leave Manchester United, and then Andre Onana. Andre Onana is on loan at Trabzonspor. In this case, compared to Højlund, compared to Rashford and all the rest, there is no buy option clause included in the deal. So Onana officially will return to Manchester United at the beginning of the summer transfer window 2026. But my understanding is that Man United are super happy with Lammens, are super happy with the signings they did. And so in this moment, I don't think Andre Onana is going to be part of Manchester United plans. Probably the idea will be to part ways, to find a solution for Onana, to explore the market. So Rashford, Højlund, Sancho, and also Andre Onana. One more expected to leave Manchester United and not to be part of their plans for the long term. Obviously, with Man United, very happy with the signings they did, especially Sen Lammens. Lammens had a very good impact, and so Man United don't want to create any problem to the Belgian goalkeeper, and so that's why Onana is not expected to stay next season. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Pacho, Paris Saint-Germain, to Trent Alexander-Arnold, your feeling on his move to Real Madrid, and then Neymar Jr. eventually on a free. Which club should go over this? And then Onana, Rashford, Højlund, and all the rest also regarding Jadon Sancho. Your feelings, guys. Here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.